Hi. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to jog the AR4 MK3 robot using an Xbox controller, making it easier to program the robot's movements. Let's get started. Before running the robot, we need to calibrate each axis from J1 to J6. In the Config Settings tab, you can adjust the calibration offsets if any axis doesn't line up correctly. And remember, after making any adjustments, always click the Save button. Start the calibration one by one, beginning from axis J1. For each calibration, I use a digital inclinometer to measure whether the movement angle is accurate or not. If the angle doesn't match, adjust the calibration offset until the reading on the inclinometer is as close as possible to the target angle, for example, 90 degrees or 0 degrees, depending on the axis being calibrated. This step is very important to make sure the robot moves precisely according to the programmed angles later on. You can start by resetting all calibration offsets to 0. Then, perform the calibration and measure the actual angle using the inclinometer. If there's any difference between the expected and measured angles, enter that difference value in the calibration offset and click Save, then click Calibration button again. To find out whether the offset should be positive or negative, you can use a simple trial and error approach. Try adjusting the value and see which direction gives the correct alignment. Here is the position of the inclinometer for measuring each joint. Make sure the readings are as close as possible to the target angles. Since this inclinometer has a built-in magnet, I can simply attach it to the motor housing to check the angle more easily. After all joints have been calibrated correctly, the next step is to set up the Xbox controller in the software. On the main tab, click the Xbox controller icon. Once you see the notification Xbox connected, the controller is ready to use for jogging the robot. By default, when the Xbox controller is first connected, it starts in joint mode. In this mode, you can control each joint of the robot individually, from J1 to J6, using the two analog joysticks and the arrow keys on the controller. Each joystick is assigned to specific joints, allowing you to move them smoothly and precisely for fine adjustments. If the controller is not already in joint mode, you can switch to it easily by pressing the A button. This mode is very helpful during programming or testing, because it lets you position each part of the robot exactly where you want it before saving the coordinates or recording a movement sequence. Next, to switch to Cartesian mode, press the B button on the controller, until it shows the notification Cartesian mode. In Cartesian mode, instead of moving each joint separately like in joint mode, you're controlling the position of the robot's end effector, or the tool at the tip of the arm, in three-dimensional space. This allows you to move the robot's arm straight forward, backward, left, right, up, or down, without worrying about the individual joint angles. Cartesian mode is especially useful when you want the robot to move along a specific path or reach an exact point in space, while joint mode is better for making small, precise adjustments to individual joints during setup or calibration. And that's how you can jog the AR4 MK3 robot using an Xbox controller, from calibration, to setting up the controller, and switching between joint and Cartesian modes. With this setup, controlling and programming the robot becomes much easier and more intuitive, especially when testing movements or teaching new positions. I hope this video helps you understand the process better and gives you some ideas for improving your own robot workflow. If you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials and projects like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.